10 Towns in 10 Days, sponsored by Diamond RV and Big Y World Class Markets.
That's right. This is day number 2, and we're learning the best about these towns, the people, the community, and the businesses there.
We are also donating $500 to a charity in that town. Meteorologist Jacob Wyckoff is spending the next 10 days exploring Western Mass, finding hidden gems, and giving back to the local community. All right, so today, where are we?
Well, Dave and Beth, today's travels actually took me to Amherst, where I traveled there, and I got to experience the old and the very old in Amherst in this episode of 10 Towns in 10 Days. Take a look.
Not too many places can say they have proof dinosaurs once roamed in their backyard. That's not the case for Amherst College's Vanevski Museum of Natural History.
The most significant collection in this museum are the dinosaur trackways.
In fact, the museum's collection is one of the largest in the world, over 10,000 strong, some more unique than others.
You have 2 toes,
Yep.
and then you have 3, and then you have 2 again. So what's been suggested that's going on here is that some dinosaur either was recently injured or maybe was born without a toe, was walking through the mud, and you can just imagine the one with two toes is going, and then it's going.
Like limping.
The museum is also where you'll find the namesake for Amherst College's new mascot, the mammoth.
It's been literally, a centerpiece in our campus for almost a century.
Fast forward thousands of years. Before it was a college town, Amherst was a sprawling rural village with farmsteads.
The Dickinson family originally was a very prominent family in Amherst and involved in the creation of all of its educational institutions in the 19th century. It's really quite remarkable that perhaps the greatest poet in the English language was born here in Amherst, lived here all her life.
Now home to some of the top universities in the entire country, Amherst downtown is bustling.
It has a new kind of Amherst Center cultural district that embodies the vibrancy, the activity of the whole community, from shops and restaurants and food establishments to music and museums.
There's always a place for you to kind of like go on a hike or go have dinner.
Amherst is a place where everybody is kind of looking to be kind to one another and is very accepting of like all different walks of life, and that's kind of what life is about, and I find that so much here that it's just a wonderful place.
That's exactly the vibe I got as I traveled through town. Kindness, hospitality, and community. And the community of Amherst has certainly supported today's charity, the Amherst Survival Center.
I love the fact that we're so connected to the community, and that essentially in order for us to achieve our mission, we have to be not only accepted by the community, but supported on a whole bunch of levels.
The Survival Center's mission is to connect area residents with food, healthcare, clothing, and community.
And there's so many aspects to the Survival Center that are unique. One thing is all the services being housed in one location to maximize convenience for people. That's pretty unique.
Services that without volunteers wouldn't be possible.
And we have about 225 community members who volunteer their time every week with the center to help us achieve our mission.
So we heard about the Amherst Survival Center and all the good that you guys do in the community. So what we wanted to do is present you guys with a $500 check to continue all the good that you're doing.
Where there is a need, Amherst Survival Center will be there to help.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure. Thank you. And as Darren Ayotte reported a little bit earlier, today happens to be Valley Gives Day, and Mindy Dome of the Amherst Survival Center says she's going to be spending all of the donations that they get on milk. They need it. They have a need for milk, and that's what they spend all of their Valley Gives on.
All right, that's what it's for.
Yep, absolutely.
Really interesting stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Where next?
Well, you shall find out. I'll be visiting 8 more towns. Be sure to tune in for Better Western Mass weekdays at 12:30 for a live report. And then you can see the full story on Western Mass News right here at 5 on ABC 4.